Hello and good day to you. Today's video, we will be unboxing the Tefal Gourmet QB405D40 Kitchen Machine. This kitchen machine is referred to as your friend in the kitchen. And I can say it's truly a friend in the kitchen. I've already opened the box. So when you open the box, you open box. It's a very large box. First, before we open the box, let's take a look at the package. There are some of the content are on the package. We just go closer. We have the juice extractor, little juice extractor. We have powerful pastry tools. We have the whisk, the dough hook, and the beater. These are good for a variety of baking. We have the blender jug, and the size is 1.5 liter blender jug. And we have one of my favorite here, the grater and slicer. I like using this for salad. When I'm making vegetable salad, I love using this. So you have we'll go through them in the box, but we have thin and thick grater, and then you have a slicer. I also use this to make chips, plantain chips. I think if you look at the blog, you see all those ones there. So you have those ones in there. Then you have the meat mincer. On the other side, there are other things on it that inside that, okay, you can see. Okay, so on this one here, you have the mixing bowl and you have the splash guard. That's a splash guard and you have the mixing bowl. That's what I was looking for. All right. So I just turn to the side of the box so that you see what the graphics on it. On this side of the box, there are instructions on it in case you don't have time to go through the manual. You still have instructions on the side of the box. So I just go closer. First, here's the machine. I will start from left down anti-clockwise position. So this is the first accessory. You have the dough hook. And on the graphics there, it shows that you can use it to make bread. It's for dough. Taking the second accessory, it tells us that it's a beater, and you can use it for cake mixing and all. Then you have the whisk, which you can use to make you whip your cream, whip icing sugar. You can use to mix icing sugar to make buttercream, to make meringue, and anything you need to whisk. Even pancake batter, you can use it to make that. Down it and it shows you here on how. Let's go closer so that we can see clearly. And it shows you here that there's a grater, and this is how it is fixed. Also, it tells you what you can use the grater to make. You can grate. Sorry about you can integrate carrot. You can to make to slice cucumbers. That slicer is for cucumber, or you can slice whatever you want. I use it for slicing cucumbers and chips. You can use it to slice your vegetables and fruits. Also, you have the grater, which you can use to grate. You have different sizes of grater. There are two sizes of grater there. We have a smaller one and a larger one. And you can see if you grate the carrot, there's one that's going to make it large, and if you grate like I don't know if that is white cabbage, or it's white onions, so I can't tell. But if you grate it with a small grater, the grater with the smaller holes or perforation, you're going to have the white veg that is being grated there. The white vegetable, sorry, I'm not supposed to abbreviate. Please pardon me for that. The white vegetable that you have grated already. The next graphic on the box, you have the meat mincer. It shows you can mince your meat, and it shows you how to fix it too. Just a graphic of it being fixed and the two kind of should I say outputs it can give. One other thing on the box, let's go before I say that, I'll just finish with this so that I don't interrupt myself because I'm very good at interrupting myself. The blender, you can see the blender, you can make your purees, you can blend your ingredient. Then you have the juice extractor, and it shows you that this juice extractor is for making juice. It's for extracting juice. Then it shows, the next thing it shows on the box, the next graphic is the recipe booklet. I think that contains 40 recipes. Okay, what I wanted to interrupt myself about, let me come back to that. If you take a look at the graphics on the box, you will notice that there's an arrow taking to different, showing there are different arrows on the box. Let's go to the first arrow here. That tells you that this accessory, the hook, the beater, and the wicks attached to the upper part. You can see that arrow there. It tells you that it's attached to the upper part of the mixer. Then you have, if you take a look at the bottom a little, it tells you that that bottom part where the mixing bowl is, that is where the grater and the meat mincer attached to. On this other side, the upper part, you can see the arrow. It tells you that that's where you attach the blender and the juice extractor unit. And then the recipe card. So there's also something on the box. I'm just going to go so that while you view that, I'm going to turn the box on the side again so that we see on the other side, the opposite side. Okay. So on this side of the box, although it shows the graphic of things being made using being whisked or grated using the kitchen unit or kitchen machine. If you take a look at this bottom side, it shows you where the cord, the integrated cord storage, where you can tuck in the cord so that it don't get wet or don't get tangled, or it's not creating a mess around, cord here and there. It's not really that safe. And you have the mixing bowl. This is a mixing bowl. It's telling you that it has some movement in it when it's mixing, that it can, but it stays in one part when it's stationary when it's fixed and it's mixing. The wicks or the beater has to move in that to mix it in that movement. And you have the dies, the speed and the pause, the dial, the dial. D-I-A-L, dial. Okay, it has a dial that you have to move to increase the speed you need, and also you have the pause on it. And it gives a little bit of instruction how to you can control it. You can start with 1 and move up to the maximum, or you can just make a little pause in between to just see if it's working properly. And you have the movement, and here you have the storage. So even if you where you kept your manual, you can find it after you're using it. You can just go around the box and keep it. And the box is although it's very, very big, it's a very large box, very, very large. I don't have I'll get a measuring tape. So on the side of the box, I'm just going to measure. It's about it's about 17 inches. The width of the box, that's the, let me measure this one and then we can see. This is about 21 inches. And the height is 16 inches. That's about 40 centimeters. Okay, let me start again since I was only talking in inches. I have to, in centimeters or inches. So I'll say it in centimeters or inches. 17 inches. That's about 43.5 centimeters. And the width that's the depth is that the depth? No, this is height, depth. I don't know which one is which anymore, please. Okay. This is about this 21 inches, that's 54. That's the width, is 54 centimeters or 21 inches. The length is 17 inches. That's about 43 centimeters. And then the height or the depth is 16 inches, approximately 16 inches or 40 centimeters. Just 40 centimeters. So it's maybe just approximately 16 inches. So you'll notice that oh, I didn't know it wasn't showing. So okay, let me do that again. So I'm just going to measure the box. It's a very large box, as I said, and we're just going to measure it. The width of the box is 21 inches. That's about 53.5 centimeters. I will take the length of the box now. The length of the box is 17 inches, approximately 43.2 or so centimeters. And the depth of the box is 16 inches, approximately 40.4 centimeters. So you can see that it's a very large box. Now let's take a look at what is inside the box of the Tefal Kitchen Machine. So let's take a look at the content inside and set the machine to see exactly what it was about this machine. To see what the machine contains and also about. When you open the box, I've already opened my box because I have one before and the machine got spoiled. I used it for about 10 years and the machine got spoiled, so I had to buy a new one. Because it's really, as I said, it's a friend in the kitchen. It lived to its name. For me, it has lived to its name. So you have the Tefal manual. Once you open the box, the first thing you see is a Tefal manual. You have the contents, the accessories, all listed, and how to use, operate and fix them. You have graphics showing you what to do and also what each stands for. Also, you have a recipe booklet, just a quick recipe booklet. Oh, we have mayo there. Have short crust pastry, white bread, waffle, pizza dough, pouring batter, chocolate fruit cake, chocolate short crust tart, mini donuts, and many more. All right, let's unbox these quickly. I want to just show you inside the box so that you see how it's packed. Because once you remove the items, it's really difficult to arrange them back. But you can, because once you remove the items, you have to know how to arrange them back so that they fit properly in case you want to store your box back. So we have the splash guard here. This is a splash guard. It fits on the mixer unit and over the mixing bowl. I'll put that aside. I'll just pick, once I pick one, I'll talk about them. And then we'll fix them on the machine. So here we have the grating unit. Okay. So it's sealed in place because it's they are blades. I'll have to try and remove the sellotape. So this is a unit for the grater. This is a unit for the grater, and it has a push. Oh, it's still sealed. Okay, I'm just going to remove that. So it has a push. It has a presser or push, I don't know how to call it, but use it to push the, in case you are blending or grating, you just use it to push the object down, or let's say the vegetable down. Can be cheese. I love using it for cheese, and there's a slicer. It goes in here. Be very careful so that I don't fit, and it fits properly in there. And this goes on top. So let me come down a little so that we see it properly. So the grating unit. This is a slicer. You can see it's very sharp, very, very sharp. So even when you're washing it, be very careful. You have the small grater and you have the large grater. You can see the sizes. Okay, let me just get this. So you have these three. This is a slicer, small grater, and a large size grater. So I'll put this down. And they all fit in this unit. And we have this pusher to help you to push the veg down, or the cheese. I love using it for cheese. And plantain chips, potato chips. So push it down. I'm so scared of that slicer. Let me use this one. So put the grater, and when you push, it pushes it down, and then it grates. So it fits into this unit. So the next in that we have the beater. This for mixing for baking, for beating butter and sugar when you want to bake. The next is the dough hook. This is really good for making bread, dough. You know, when you use the beater, the dough becomes too hard, especially when you want to make pastry for, like for pies, for bread. The dough becomes too heavy to beat with this beater. So you will need this hook to make the bread dough. And some people use it for pounded yam. They use both of them. They'll use this one to beat the pounded yam first, the boiled yam to make pounded yam, and they'll use this one to make it so that it becomes thick like dough. Okay, we have another pusher. This is for the meat mincer. So when we fix it, you will see them. I'll just put all of them out now. And okay, this is the unit for the meat mincer. So here's that pusher you have to cover. So this is the meat mincer. It has its own units and some secured blades in it. You have to decide which of the blades you want. I'll look for the blade. I think they're inside. So you fix those blades over this surface here, because apart from this blade, it's not blade. I don't know what it's called, but they have holes, perforations on it so that it can come out. You can use it for sausage, to fill sausages, to make your own sausage, to mince meat, but you have to cover it. So when I set the machine, you will see, by then would have gone to the bottom to get the covering for here. And you have this push. It helps to push the meat in. You have that plastic pusher to help us there. And okay, the blades are here. Okay, well secured. All right. So let me blade. Okay, there's a blade in it. So okay, this is a blade. This blade goes in like so, and you have this covering, and there's a notch here that you have to put it. It fits. Okay, it's not rightly. Okay, it fits. It has some protruding ends here to enable you to know where to how to fix it. So it fixes properly there. I don't think I fixed this blade properly. Let me see. Yes, proper. The blade fits into this hexagon part. It's a hexagon. The opening is a hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, hexagon. It's a hexagon, and it fits into the slot there. And you have this fixing the protruding part. Then this goes on top to screw it in place. So I'm just going to, okay, that's it. You can also decide what size. You can see the two sizes, sorry. You can see the two sizes of the opening where the minced meat or whatever you're mincing will come out from. You can see the sizes. So I'll put it aside, and you have your box to arrange them. They'll fit properly there. So we'll take a closer look. We'll go. And we have a new section in the box. Another section in the box. We have the blender units. And I'm just going to take this box out of the way. And we have the other units. So I'm going to bring them out. I just wanted to say that I didn't add anything, that they are all in the box. So this is the mixing, the engine. This is the engine unit. This full, very heavy, very heavy. Then you have the mixing bowl here. You have the juice extractor, and you have the blender. Also, This other part is for the mincer. I will fix them. And then we have another unit there. So I'm going to push the box and bring everything out so that you see. I'm gonna put this one down. Push the box backward. So that I'll start bringing the others out. This is the upper part of the meat mincer. It has little grooves. I'm going to just show you. It has little grooves here. You can see so that it fits this protruding part. It fits there. Just slot in and stay in place. You put the meat in, or whatever you are mincing, and then you just, and with the pusher, you push it in, then it grinds. We're going to do other demonstration using for projects, so you see how it works actually. So this is the jug, the blender jug. So this is the jug. Four blades and a nice cover. And you can, when you are blending, you can remove this upper part. And maybe forgot to add something, or you are mixing with it and you want to add some things, maybe like a flavor when you are blending fruits, you want to add a flavor, or you want to add other ingredients, or you want to add water to it, or maybe because the mixture is too thick you want to add water, then you open it and just put something in it. That's a nice present really for a newlywed. Okay, this is the machine you need. Before we talk about this, I'll put it aside and we'll talk about it when I finish bringing the others down, because this main unit we're going to demonstrate with it. So here we have the juice extractor. So here we have the juice extractor. This slot fits into here, and if you see, it's a bit sealed. When your juice is coming out, you open it when you want to juice. If you seal it, the juice won't come out, so you have to open it. And you also have a pusher for this juice extractor. I think I should push this one off so that I don't take the, it's not the style, it's the style of the show. So we have the pusher. So it has a pusher that enables you, to push the item down. I've used it to demonstrate on the blog for carrots before. I think, on one of those YouTube videos. I used it to demonstrate carrot juice. Let's see what we can. I think that's the end of the box. Okay. And here we have the whisk. This whisk is very, very good when you're making, when you want to whisk white of egg whites to make sponge cakes, and it's really, really good to make it. It's a nice whisk. Okay, and we have the mixing bowl. We have a mixing bowl. It has these protruding ends that enables it to fit properly in the machine. So I'll take the box away and just pack some of the bags. And I'll show you one more thing. I just want to take this off. Push it to this side. That side here. So this is our lovely machine. This is a power unit. It's electric, and you can see the wire. You can also tuck the wire in when you want to, so that you don't have wires tangling. Sometimes I just wrap it around like so and just leave it on the work surface. This helps suspend the wire to so. So we have this upper unit, but there's something else. We have this outer unit. This unit leaves for the mixer to come in. This other unit, this white piece, is used when you want to connect the meat mincer and the other. So we'll connect that first. And this button here, let's take a look at that button there. This is a release lever. So we have the release lever here. This release lever, let's take a look at it. It helps you to remove the upper part of the machine to give way for this white tab with this white platform for the grater, the meat mincer, and it also helps for the to release the upper part so that you can fix the mixer, the mixing bowl to it. So I'll just press it so that you see. We'll take a closer look at it when I press, and you see how it. So you press it in, and then it fits properly. Okay, I've moved this. That's why it's not fitting. I have to make okay. Alright. And it fits properly. If it don't fit properly, it's not going. The machine is not going to work. So you. It fits properly. Then you have the pulse. And on the buttons, let's take a look at the buttons quickly before we start assembling them. So you have the pulse, and you have 0 to maximum speed. So first I'll fix the blender unit. To fix the blender unit, this upper part to fix the blender unit, this upper part has to be removed. So just take it. You just wind it, and they have some inscription. They have some notion on it, some instruction on it. So we'll go closer to see those instructions. You can see one is lock and one is open. Two padlock showing you if you move this direction, you are locking the machine, and if you move the other direction, you are opening the machine, the upper part of that that cover. So I'm just going to open it and we'll fix. It's opened already. Okay, just wind it open. And I'll fix the blender. The blender has to fit properly. So I'll do it again. I didn't know you weren't seeing, or I didn't know the camera was not focused on it. So put the blender and lock in place. The blender must be firm. And when we plug, I'm just going to plug them. Okay, we need a longer cable now. So I'll get the cable quickly. So I'm just going to plug the machine in. And when you wind, so that's it. So the next unit I'm going to fix is, we take that and then I'll fix the juice extractor. So it's sealed with the juice extractor. I don't know if you saw that. I'm just going to do that again. It's a juice extractor, so I'm just going to place it until it fits in. This protruding part has to be at the back, so make sure when you fix it, it's going to be here to enable you to put your glass cup, something to, if I want it to come into this jug, I'm going to make sure I put the jug here. This has it, but I'm going to make sure I fix it properly. Sometimes you have to, we have some notches there, so if they don't fit properly, it's not going to, it needs to sit down properly, so we need to take note of those notches when we are fixing. Hope I didn't put anything. Okay. All right. First, your it have some padlock. The padlock was on open, which is wrong. It has to be on lock. It's going to be when you want to take it off. That's when it should be on open. Okay. So it has to be on lock, as I said earlier, and then you wind it. When it sits properly, you wind it. Always note that this protruding part has to be on the outer side. Let me take this out of the way so that they don't steal the shine. So that's how, this is how it fits. And you put your fruit or your veg here, and you see you have this presser, you just press it and I'll put it. And that is it. So before I'll open the And it also has a lock here and open. So to open it, you just have to wind and then it will open. So to open it, to dismantle it, especially when it's full, if you're doing carrot, you will have lots of pulp in it, especially when you use the pulp for carrot cake. You have lots of pulps in there and you want to remove the pulp from time to time. And to do that, you have to take this pusher out. You have to take the pusher out. You have to release the machine. You have to release the machine. We have another, for the cover, we have a lock and unlock. So once you release the machine, you will release it. Once you release it from here, from the bottom, it enables you to unlock the machine here, the cover. This locks everything together. This lock at the bottom locks everything together, locks the full unit, and you'll notice that you can't open it. So until you release this lever to the unlock, then you can release it. It has to, and you have the unit here that grates the carrot, and you just remove it, clean it, and that's all. So I'll put this aside, lock it properly, and put this one aside. Once you finish grinding or juicing, make sure you fix your the cover. You'll find that this cover is important because without it, to help you to seal, to lock it, the machine will not start. Let me see, it's opened now. So I'm going to try and on the machine. You see that it's not working. That's because I have not sealed it. So I'm just going to take it off, seal it, and put it. I'm going to hear the noise. So this cover is very important. Yes, that small cover there is very important. Can make your machine not to work. So if you can't find the cover, all you need to do is just get the blender, fix it on it, and it will work. Or you get the juice extractor, fix on it, and it will work. But make sure you keep this cover because it's very important, especially when you have limited space above. So the next, we're going to fix the grating unit. So for the grating unit, I'll just come with the graters. And here we have the grating unit. The casing. So I'll fix in the casing. This screw here, stainless screw here, goes into the hole. It fits into this hole. So I'm going to fix it in. And you have some notches. Oh, let me do that. You have some notches here, which, yes, those notches there. And I'm going to show you the other notches. We have some here on the grater, on the grater case. Don't know if you can see it. I'm just going to make sure. Okay, we have this other notch. These notches fits. It glides into this other notch and make sure it fits properly and secure it in a lock. Note that this unit, it faces 90 degrees. It's always on 90 degrees. It is vertical or is it vertical? Yeah. It don't go to the side. So whatever part you have to put it have to face straight. So in case you are struggling with the casing to put this major platform, you remember that it goes only on the side. That it comes forward. Don't go to the side or backward, or it has to come forward. That's how to fix it. Just like the juice extractor goes backward. So then, make sure your machine is not on, because this is a grating unit. You don't want to grate your fingers. So fix it in. It has a little notch in here. You see the notch, okay? That notch, it goes in there, and I'm just going to go down to show you. So you see this white part there? It fits into that 5 protruding parts. So I'm just going to put it in. The blades are sharp, so be very careful when you put it. And once you've put it, you put your pusher, and you can push whatever veg or item you are grating. So I'm just going to put it on, and you can see it's kind of silent. The grater is it's not that silent. It's compared to the others. It's mild on the noisy part, on the noisy side. And you can see it spinning. This is very good for grating those large cheese, those blocks of cheese. To make, instead of buying grated cheese, from the store, you can grate your cheese. And you can make your cucumber. You can slice them with this. I do slice my cucumber with the slicer. So I'll put that aside. We talked about it, and I'll just lose it the same part, the same way. I'll put it aside. So we're going to fix, the next part we're going to fix is this unit, the mincer unit. So this protruding part, the steel part of this mincer, goes into this hole there. So I'm just going to fix it in. And as usual, it has sorry, I forgot to mention it, protruding part that helps you to know which way to put the slots in, or to slot the item. And this goes vertical too. Facing forward, that is how it's being fixed. So you have the pusher. You put your meat in here, you push it, and it comes out here. We're going to do a lot of we're going to do some demonstration. This is just the unboxing series. And if earlier in the video, I fixed this part. And you can, as I said, you can decide which of the parts, let me fix it back, which of the blades you decide you want to use. So we decided the blades that we want to use. I brought in a smaller blade. So we have the smaller one, we have the larger one, depending on what you want. So I'm just going to remove it and put this aside. So we have our, let me take this off. So, okay, sorry about that. Just trying to clear it so that no one back. Okay, let's go closer. So this other, now we need to fix the mixer. To fix the mixer, we need to use the release button. So I'll just press it and release the top of the machine. I'll do that again because it was cutting half of it. So I'm going to go closer to press the release button. So I'll press the release button and you can see that it has released the mix. It has released a little. You can see it giving gap. Yeah. So it goes up. I'm going to wind this platform out, and the good thing about this machine is that they do have the open and lock indication on them. That's what I was looking for. So you know when it's locked and when it's open. You know the direction to go. That platform unit is only needed for the grating and the mincing. Before we fix the, you can fix the mixer now, the mixing bowl. You notice this protruding part of the mixing bowl. It helps to secure it to the base. And if we take a look at the base of the machine, I'm just going to go closer. You can see those, yes, those are the notches that the protruding part of the mixing bowl fits into. So I'm just going to fix it until it's low. Make the handle helps to let you know that the handles go sideways. The handle fits sideways. It can't fit like this. So make sure when you take that tip, we enable you to fix the machine properly. Because sometimes it's frustrating when you are trying to fix the different units, especially the juice extractor part. It's really frustrating if you don't know. If you don't have those little tips of knowing that this is where it goes, this is the lock, this is the open. If you don't remember those tips, it's really frustrating, especially if you just started and you are hurrying to make some items. So first thing I'll do is to fix the whisk. We can remove this so that you see how I fix the whisk. And we'll go closer for that. If you take a look at the machine, you will see this metal part. This metal part is used to fix the whisks, and you have this protruding part of the whisk that needs to go in there. We have a notch here on it. Don't know if you can see that notch there. There's a little notch here and a spring. So it goes in, and you can see I didn't clean it properly. I've used this. Okay, so you see, you just slot it and twist it in place. So that's the whisk fixed. So I'll take it off and fix the beater, and we'll leave the dough cook last. The beater has on it, because it's stainless steel, it has on its it has a slot on it which you need to fix it through, and also there's another slot up here. That protruding part goes in here once you fix it, and it goes here and you lock it in here. So what I'm going to do is to first of all fix it and wind it, and so it locks. So I'll remove it and we'll focus on it, on how to fix it. So this protruding part, as I said earlier, we're going to fix it there. So fix, wind, and then it's in place. So that's the beater fixed. And the same method you're using, you just push a little, you wind, and you bring it out. Same goes for the dough hook. The dough hook has the same slot like the beater because they are both steel. You can see one over here and you can see one on the other side. This side is to lock it. This is to fix it into the machine, and this is to lock it in the machine so that it don't move. So we're going to go closer and I'll fix it. Push it in first and wind it, and it's in place. So I'm going to fix the mixing bowl back. And remember, for the mixing bowl, the handles are the side. Knowing that tip will enable me to know how to fix the bowl. After fixing, I can wear the guard. This is the guard, the splash guard. You know, sometimes when you're mixing flour, you mix the dough and you just want to add a little flour. You find out that when you put flour will go over the machine. This is to protect that from happening. So you can put it in, just cover the bowl. It just fits on top the bowl like so. So I'll take it off and put it in. Remember, this protruding part faces front. And you can add anything you want to add, like your currants or whatever. It can be milk, it can be eggs. You can pour it through here without having to put off the machine, because some recipe requires that as it's mixing, just add the egg or add the sugar, add this or that, add the flavoring, add the coloring without having to put off the machine. So this helps. So with that, you can just put it. We'll close the machine now, then we'll put the guard. So to close the machine, to bring the upper part of the machine, to get ready for mixing, we'll press the lever and release it down. So this is how. Then you have to put, after that, before you put on your machine, if you want to use the guard, you can use it. You can still mix it without the guard. I hardly use the guard. You can mix without the guard. There's no problem there. The only time is when you have all the splash, to prevent splashes, because the machine gets dirty quickly if you don't use it, especially with flour getting into different parts of the machine. So it's really good using it. So I'll wind this and put the juice extractor here. Okay, I'll just fix all the unit, some part of the unit. Oh, sorry, I didn't. Supposed to lock it. All right. So it's fixed. I'll put this here. Just going to remove this. I'm Just putting it as if it's gonna drop some juice in there. So I'm going to put that at the back. One other thing I didn't mention, which is very important, is that the great thing about this machine, why I said it lives up to its name, a friend of the kitchen. So this is another combination that you can do. You see the blender and you see the meat mincer. So you can be mincing the meat. You have to put a bowl underneath to receive the minced meat while you blend. So you can be doing the two together. So I'm just going to put the machine on, and it will. So that's another thing we can do together. So whatever you want to do, the combination, you can do both combination together. So if I say, let me do one of my usuals. Okay, sorry, just need to pull it out. Okay, now my usual is the grater and the blender. Just going to fix the grater in. So this is the grater and the blender. We use it for, this is one of the first demonstration we'll be doing for this. But that I'll be blending some tomatoes to cook stew or some stewing sauce. And then we'll be grating cheese to sprinkle over like potatoes or to sprinkle over pizza. So you can do some, or we can also be grinding beans. Although this is not really that powerful for beans, but you can still use it to grind beans. But you have to make sure you have enough water in it and not add too much bean so that it's not that heavy for the unit. So you can grind beans and as well use it to grate. You can be grating cheese over there, or you can be making salad. I use it a lot for salad, to prepare my salad. This is my friend. When my first one got spoiled, I had to get this new one. And I really searched for it. I don't know if it's discontinued or not, because I really searched before I could find it. You can see parts, but I didn't see the machine. It was a unit that got spoiled. So I had to go and buy everything. If I had seen only the unit to buy, I wouldn't have bought. I have all this. And the previous one don't fit properly on it. That's why the previous one don't fit properly on it. So I don't know if it's discontinued, but even if it's discontinued, they will have newer models or you will have to buy them separately. But in all, we are still going to, for those of us that already have it, we can use it. And apart from having it only on Tefal, you can, maybe there are other manufacturers that do make this. So you'll be able to look for other manufacturers that have alike. As I said earlier, this is a very good friend of the kitchen. If you have watched previous videos of mine, you would have seen me using it for carrot cake. Is it carrot cake? Yeah. Is it for plantain chips? I use it to juice. And I did some vegetable salad with it. Use this one to grate the carrots. Yes, that is one of the things I use this one for. I love using it for grating carrots. It helps me just peel my carrot, throw it in and push it. That's all. So it's really nice. So I'll put this down. Now just push this backward a little. this to this side and put the mixing bowls and everything down here. Just arrange it properly. And we won't forget the gap for this. Going to go back and we're just going to tell our Tefal kitchen unit welcome. So I'll be using this for a lot of projects, and I hope some of you can write some of the projects some of the recipes that we can use this for. But if you don't, I will still write some. So thanks for joining me for this video of unboxing the Tefal MasterChef Gourmet QB405D40 Kitchen Machine. Until next time, I wish you the best.